Dawn light pierces the dusty attic, where Lyra works intensely and quietly among complex blueprints and piles of ancient scrap metal. Lyra's hands glide over worn paper, as fine pencil strokes slowly reveal a highly sophisticated and truly visionary dress design. Lyra remains deeply focused, her eyes bright with faith, even as mocking shadows of her sisters pass by her attic door. Lyra calmly turns to a fresh page, ignoring the cruel whispers that simply cannot touch her resilient and creative soul. Lyra scans the small room, where every scrap is organized scientifically, ready for a purposeful, grand, and inevitable revival. Lyra picks up a small fragment of torn silk, studying the weave against the sun to assess its hidden creative potential. Two mice pull a thread to Lyra's feet. She smiles warmly, stroking them as her most loyal and silent collaborators. Lyra sits on the floor, carefully and patiently arranging fabric scraps into a perfect, balanced, and artistic color harmony. Every needle stroke Lyra makes is precise, connecting fragments into a durable, elegant, and entirely unique artistic whole.
Prince Alaric
Lyra treasures the finished fabric flower, smiling at the vibrant beauty born from things once discarded and forgotten by others.
Me neither.
In the dim kitchen, Lyra works quietly while observing the world, her ears always listening for the hidden, deeper truth. The royal announcement rings out. Lyra stands behind, her heart igniting with transformative, ambitious, and very necessary plans. Watching their shallow greed, Lyra calculates the strategic opportunities hidden behind the grand and glittering royal ball. Lyra stands still in the kitchen corner, her eyes fixed on the distant, towering, and mysterious palace stone towers. Watching the palace road, Lyra longs to access secret knowledge and prove her immense, undeniable intellectual worth to the world. Back in her attic, Lyra drapes silk over a mannequin, officially launching her most ambitious and technical project yet. Time passes as Lyra works day and night, aided by her loyal mice and the helpful birds of the garden. The camera follows Lyra's needle as she attaches recycled beads, creating an intricate, sculptural, and extremely delicate pattern. Lyra steps back to admire her work, feeling proud of the unique beauty of her finished and complex patchwork gown. Lyra opens her notebook to glass slipper blueprints, analyzing the complex load-bearing heel structure and its clever mechanics. Wearing protective goggles, Lyra melts glass fragments, beginning the forging process with high-level, technical, and artistic precision. Lyra concentrates deeply, molding molten glass into a graceful curve with her steady, skilled, and very patient from a bright future. Lyra tests the hidden locking mechanism. A satisfying, sharp click signals the perfection of her unique mechanical invention. Lyra slips into the finished slipper. It fits perfectly and rings clearly on the old wooden floor with every step.
Allow me
Ball
to
night
repay
arrives.
you for your
Lyra
kindness.
watches from behind a pillar as the others leave, completely unaware of her true brilliance. When they finally vanish, Lyra steps into the moonlight. Her gown and slippers reflect her strong and resilient spirit. Lyra heads for the back door and meets Barnaby. He stands there with a warm, knowing, and very kind smile. Barnaby leads Lyra through a secret garden path, whispering that this is his sincere thanks for her past kindness. At the palace gate, he gives Lyra a heavy cloak to hide her identity and points the way inside. Lyra moves skillfully through the palace's service corridors, making her way toward the grand and bustling royal main hall.
Thank you, ladies.
Lyra sheds her dark cloak, standing tall with a resolute face, ready for the world's bright and judging lights. Lyra enters the ballroom. Her eyes are captivated by the palace's complex, ancient, and beautiful architectural details. Standing aside, Lyra quietly observes the statues, while all the others are lost in the shallow vanity of dance. Prince Alaric looks bored, tired of hearing empty and repetitive flattery from the ladies surrounding his royal throne. His eyes stop on Lyra. He is drawn to the intelligence and great depth radiating from her calm face.
A very astute
The prince descends from the dais, moving through the crowd without ever breaking his direct and curious eye contact.
It's about our
He approaches
future.
to praise a nearby statue.
But we have to be careful.
Lyra turns, facing him with a confident,
current system
steady,
is
and knowing
inefficient.
smile.
And with some small changes,
Lyra explains the southern
we can irrigate a far greater area.
balcony,
intelligence
discussing
and
bold and
compassion
transformative ideas to
truly
change
remarkable.
the entire kingdom for the better.
To be out here, don't you
Lyra
think?
explains an irrigation system to bring
quite
water
agree.
to dry lands,
The air
her
inside
hands
can be
moving
rather
dynamically
stifling.
with her technical ideas. Alaric
See
listens
that
with
cluster
total
of stars
focus.
there,
He
Alaric?
admires Lyra's brilliant
That's
mind
the
and her
Lyra
sincere,
constellation.
deep compassion
It's
for
one
the
of the
people.
brightest.
They sit together. Their conversation flows naturally, filled with sincere, new, and powerful inspiration
I'm so sorry.
for the future.
I must leave.
Lyra
have an
points to the
important
stars,
appointment.
explaining complex astronomical laws, while Alaric watches her with a sense of profound admiration. Glancing at the grand clock, Lyra realizes time is short. Her face changes as the vital deadline quickly nears. The first bell tolls midnight. Lyra stands up abruptly, urgency evident in every quick and calculated movement she makes. Lyra dashes through palace corridors. Her gown flutters, creating a sense of dramatic, frantic, and necessary speed. On the marble steps, Lyra's slipper slips off, left alone in the vast, cold space of the palace entrance. Lyra pauses briefly, but keeps running. She knows her duty to the community is far more important than glass. The prince finds only a shadow. He looks down at the shimmering, mysterious, and beautiful object on the step. He picks up the shoe, amazed by its design and the never-before-seen mechanical locking system within.
Prince Alaric seeks the owner
Looking
of
toward
a
the dark
lost
exit,
glass
Alaric
slipper.
vows to find the woman with the extraordinary mind and the unique shoe. The next morning, Lyra returns to her work clothes, helping local farmers at the market with a bright smile. The herald's announcement rings out. Lyra stands in the crowd, feeling a surge of internal surprise and curiosity. Hearing the news, Lyra slipper, holding it while thinking deeply about the night before.
Worthy.
The door bursts open. Her stepmother stands there, having finally discovered Lyra's hidden and precious secret. She tries to grab the shoe, screaming that Lyra never deserves such magnificent, rare, and valuable royal things. Lyra dodges skillfully, declaring that this masterpiece is her own unique, difficult, and brilliant creation. Her stepmother smashes things in a rage, but Lyra stands firm with absolute, unwavering confidence. Lyra's mice friends bite the stepmother's feet, causing the cruel woman to fall back with a loud scream. Lyra seizes the moment, locks the attic door, and leans against it to catch her breath and think. A knock sounds below. Lyra straightens her simple clothes and walks down as a confident and ready leader. Alaric and his retinue wait. The sisters are desperately trying to fit into the shoe for wealth and power. Barnaby Chintrom opens the velvet box. The slipper shines, inviting Lyra to end the shallow and cruel lie. A comical scene unfolds as the first sister fails the test under Lyra's patient and calm observation. The second sister also fails. Barnaby looks at Lyra, who stands quietly with bright, intelligent, and knowing eyes. Alaric looks disappointed until he sees Lyra. A spark of hope returns instantly at her familiar and intelligent gaze. He asks if Lyra wants to try. Despite the sisters mocking, he insists she take the royal test. Lyra sits. The glass slipper slides on perfectly, fitting like an inseparable and natural part of her body. Everyone gasps in shock. The sisters are stunned, while Alaric smiles brightly, having finally found the right woman. Lyra pulls out the other slipper. The matching pair proves her authorship of the brilliant mechanical masterpiece. Lyra points to the heel, explaining the safety lock she designed for both maximum comfort and lasting stability. Lyra demonstrates the click of the lock, convincing everyone of her immense talent, creativity, and technical skill. Flashbacks of Lyra working at the forge appear. She used fire, sweat, and persistence to create this magic.
I see you, Lyra.
Alaric watches Lyra with immense pride. He realizes she is a truly brilliant and visionary inventor. He takes Lyra's hand, stating her talent and heart are brighter than any crystal found in the world.
I stand by
Lyra looks into his eyes, feeling true respect.
We must build a future.
She is finally recognized for her own merit and mind.
And community stand
Lyra
as
wears
the
a practical, elegant suit she designed, standing before the council with Alaric by her side. Lyra confidently presents public housing designs. Her voice resonates with a passion for reform and progress.
Move that beam into position
Council members turn to admiration at Lyra's scientific logic and the project's clear and undeniable feasibility. Footage shows Lyra and Alaric supervising construction. She guides workers on every complex and vital technical detail. Lyra opens a workshop for women, teaching them design and engineering to help them achieve total independence. Lyra and Barnaby distribute food to needy areas, her heart filling with joy at the children's genuine smiles. The new bridge is finally finished. Lyra stands with Alaric, watching the success of their shared knowledge. At the old house, the sisters must leave. They face the consequences of their long-held and bitter selfishness. Lyra watches from afar without any hatred, feeling only peace and freedom after years of heavy oppression. The old attic is now a sunlit design studio. Her loyal and small mice friends still play there daily. Lyra's hands work on a new blueprint, a wind turbine designed to bring clean energy to the kingdom. Alaric enters with tea. He places a cup down and watches the new design process with interest.
This expansion will
They discuss
greatly
technical
benefit our
specs,
people.
acting as true partners in both their love and the nation's
A
continued
wise
progress.
decision, Lyra.
The camera pulls back, showing the kingdom transforming with clean energy, new bridges, and vast green fields. On the highest balcony, Lyra and Alaric hold hands, watching the sunset over the great world they built. They smile, knowing this is only the beginning of a creative journey for the eternal happiness of their people. The final shot shows them looking toward the horizon together, leaving a lasting and beautiful resonance of hope.